And a very good evening to you all, wherever you may be watching from, and welcome to our first broadcast of the year for winter sports.
All right, what do you need me to do?
All right, let's try that again. Welcome to some girls basketball here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network. My name is Zach Roseman. Glad that you are here with us on a chilly Tuesday, evening in Southwestern Illinois. Got some Southwestern Conference girls basketball action for you as the Collinsville Kahawks take on the Belleville East Lancers. My name is Zach Roseman. Glad that you're here with us today. And like I said, we're ready for some girls basketball action. Collinsville come in with a record of 4 wins and 2 losses under their 5th-year head coach Colin Moore. Comes in with a career record of 49 wins and 68 losses. Belleville East are coached by Amanda Kemenge. She is in her 11th year at the helm of the Lancers and has a career record of 132 and 146. Teams out on the floor now. All right, crowd on hand here on a pretty cold Tuesday night. Temperatures down in the mid-20s today. But the sun was out at least, which helped with it a little bit. Neither team has played in a while. Collinsville playing their first game in a week and a day, as they were last in action last Wednesday at the Nashville tournament. The Lancers have not been in action for even longer than that, as they've not played since the Saturday before Thanksgiving. Or actually, that's not true. It was the day before that, Tuesday before Thanksgiving, as they beat Granite City. So, pardon the rather atrocious start here. We've got Karina Gomez along, he's got some interest in this whole broadcasting thing, so we're going to kind of bring her in. Hello.
Hello, how are you doing tonight?
I'm pretty good. Nice to have some different company up here. It's it's good to have somebody new show some interest in broadcasting.
Got tired of Mr. Duke.
Well, Todd's got his own things going on. He's got hockey tonight.
Yes, sir.
Getting ready to go, taking on, I'm not sure who they're playing, but I know he's got hockey tonight. And we're here to cover some basketball. We're going to go ahead and take our first commercial break here. Be back in just a bit with some a little bit more information and whatnot. Back in just a minute on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had the surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
We welcome you back. A couple minutes away now from the pregame introductions and whatnot. Should be a pretty entertaining game. Collinsville and Belleville East have usually been pretty competitive with each other in girls basketball. Pretty youthful group for Belleville East this year. I'll announce the starters here in a little bit, but we'll let you all know that they are starting 3 freshmen. Or, well, actually 2 today, I'm sorry. 2 freshmen, but a very young group for Coach Kimmagees and the Lancers, but they've gotten off to a pretty good start as they find themselves with a 3-1 record. Bear with us as I try and get the camera to play nice. Continue that. It should be a pretty fun time here. Crowd continuing to file in, continuing to grow on this chilly Thursday evening. We're going to go ahead and take one more break for the pregame festivities, the national anthem and whatnot. Be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027 or online at oldheraldbrewing.com.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald. 2 great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Celebrate the life of your loved one should be as special as the person they represent. That's why you will always find the staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville ready to go the extra mile to meet the needs of you and your family during those times. For over 100 years, Her Funeral Home has been there for Collinsville and the surrounding communities. Of the many arrangements made after losing a loved one, the first is the selection of a funeral home. The staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville can help with that planning. Call Her Funeral Home in Collinsville at 618-344-0187. Her Funeral Home, serving Collinsville families for over 100 years. 618-344-0187. Looking for a new place to catch the game with a cold drink and some great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large screen TVs to catch the latest Kahok games and all of the pro sports across the spectrum, and all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, getting ready for the introduction of the starting lineups now. For Belleville East, they will bring out Taylor Smith, a 5'6 senior, 5'4 freshman, number 10, Haley Gray, their leading scorer, averaging about 18 points a game early on. Andrea Hall, a 5'6 junior. Another freshman, 5'6 freshman, Ramaya Young. And a 5'11 junior, number 25, Kendall Butler. Belleville East are the road team. They're out there in the navy blue, trimmed in light blue and white. Starting lineup for Collinsville.
And now the starting lineup.
Go ahead and introduce them along with PA announcer Chad Burgess. First out will be a 5'5 senior, number 10, Lily Carlisle.
Number 10, Lily Carlisle.
Following her will be a 5'6 junior, number 22, Carly Call.
Carly Call.
5'10 senior, number 25, Carson Mode. 5'9 junior, number 35, Carly Van Dyke. And a 6'1 senior, number 30, Talisha Gilmore.
Number 30, Talisha Gilmore.
Jayhawks will be out there in the home whites, purple numbering and trims.
Assisted by Brandon Henson and Katie Mitchell.
Assisted by Brandon Henson, and Katie Mitchell. Might have Coach Henson up here for a post-game interview, maybe. It looks like we're just about ready to go here. Got a decent crowd on hand. Referees are ready to go. Coach Moore providing his final instructions to the Kahok huddle. And they'll go ahead and make their way over. It'll be Young and Gilmore to tip things off here. And we are underway. Tip is controlled by the Kahawks. Quickly passed up to Mode. And Carson lost it for a moment and turns the ball over promptly. Brought up by the Lancers. And another turnover there. Or not, as Young dribbled it off of her foot, but able to track it down. And Butler with the ball and will draw a foul. And that will be Carlisle's first early on. So at the free throw line is Butler. Our first is good. And we have our first points 12 seconds in. Next free throw from Butler, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Call, and she'll bring it up against some pressure from Belleville East. Quickly passed up to Carlisle. She'll drive the lane. Little 6-foot runner, up and good. And the Kahawks have their first lead at 2-1. Gray will bring it up and get it over to Smith. Smith right there on the baseline to Hall. She's trapped in the corner. And okay, yeah, okay. I was confused there for a second. I thought I lost my audio, but we're good. Kahawks with the ball. Here is Gilmore.
She's always so good on the ball. I mean, I've seen so many highlights of her just dancing with the ball. Her and the chemistry on the ball is so beautiful.
Brought up by Carlisle. Her shot up no good, but she is fouled. And that will be on Butler, her first. And Carlisle will shoot some free throws. Her shot up and good. Second one from Carlisle, no good. Gilmore with the rebound. And scramble for it. Ball out of bounds will stay with Collinsville.
Talisha Gilmore, went after that ball.
Yeah, she's
a beast out there.
Definitely can be. Pass out there to Call. Her three-pointer, no good. Gilmore with another rebound, and once again she will be fouled. And they will give the foul to Smith. That's her first. Baseline out of bounds. Be triggered by Mode for Collinsville. Out to Van Dyke. Her three-pointer up no good. And the long rebound comes back out to the Kahawks. Over now to Carlisle. Back to Call. And pass is deflected, but we'll get over to Mode. Inside to Gilmore, back out to Van Dyke, to Mode again. They'll repost to Gilmore. Her shot up, no good, but she will shoot some free throws. And I think this might be the second foul on Butler. And it will be. See if that prompts a substitution from Coach Kemichis.
I'm always excited to see Gilmore on the ball because her three-pointers are so good. So good.
First one from Gilmore, no good. As we do have a substitution into the game for the Lancers as Danae Bartelheim comes in. 5'8" freshman. And the next shot from Gilmore is good. He's got her first points of the game. Kahawks up 4-1, a minute and a half in. Pressure being applied. Maintaining possession of it there was Hall. And now to Gray. Or, excuse me, that was not Gray. Now Gray, and then turnover. Knocked out of bounds by Bartelheim. It'll be Kahawk basketball.
That was a good hustle by Carlisle.
Yeah. Pressure being applied by Belleville East. And they're going to get called with the travel there. She kind of had to hold the ball to get around the defender, but took some steps in the process. Pass into Gray. Gray over now to Smith. Smith back to Gray, and they'll get called with the foul there.
Haley Gray, too. She's just a freshman, but she is so good as well on the ball. I mean, like I said, watching her in the highlights were so good.
Yeah.
They're very entertaining.
Let's see what she's able to provide for us here tonight. Baseline drive by Hall. Her shot up no good. Rebounded by Young, and she puts it up in the air. And stolen away there by Smith. And she'll back things out and reset them for the Lancers. Another pass to Hall, shot up no good, rebounded by Carlisle. And strong defense, and Coach Moore will take a timeout. 30-second variety, so we'll take one right along with you. Be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
We love to have you come work for the City of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the City of Collinsville.
We welcome you back into broadcast booth here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. All stolen away there by Belleville East. Shot up there from Young, no good. And that will go off of Gray, says the referee, and it will be Kahok possession. Zach Roseman and Karina Gomez here with you.
Hello. I hope you guys all have a good evening watching and very entertaining game so far.
Shot up from Gilmore, no good. Long rebound tapped out, but it's controlled there by Bartlheim. Her shot is up and good. And freshman is on the board, deflected there, volleyed around, recovered by Young. And three-pointer from Smith is good. Brought up by Van Dyke to call, and she stepped on the sideline. Belleville East fans making some noise here as Diamond Walker comes into the game for the Kahawks.
Belleville East, what I saw from JV game, they have a lot of spirit, which I'm very happy to see, but we need some on the Kahawk side as well.
Yeah, it's still early, but yeah, definitely bringing the energy so far. Here is Smith over to Gray, and a shot up, no good there from Young. Gilmore gets the rebound and loses it out of bounds. Another turnover for Collinsville. Smith triggers the inbound to Gray. Over now to Young, and she'll work it into the middle. Shot up, no good, and blocked by Gilmore, I thought, but looks like they're going to get Talisha with a foul.
Kahok foul number 30, Talisha Gilmore, her first personal foul.
And we will see Danae Bartlheim shoot some free throws.
Danae Bartlheim at the line for 2 shots.
Shot up, does fall in. Makes it 9-4 in favor of the Lancers. Next shot up from the freshman, short. Rebounded by Hall, blocked by Walker. And scramble for it. Belleville East will recover, and we're going to get Gilmore with her second foul.
That was a very good hustle, though. She always puts her heart out there.
Yeah. And we'll see Carson Mode come back in as Gilmore will have a seat. Pass into Gray.
She is so fast, too.
Yeah. Ball passed back out to Gray, over to Smith. Inside now to Bartlheim, and she adds to her total. Here is Walker with the basketball, and have a held ball possession arrow in favor of Belleville East, as the Lancers will bring in a new player as Vanessa Stacy comes in. You get another freshman on this Lancers squad. Gray with it. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Smith. Shot up, no good. Another shot up, no good. And another shot up, no good. Count it, and the foul there for Bartlheim. As Diamond Walker picks up her first foul.
Checking in for the Kahok's number 32, Addie
As
Muniz.
Eddie Muniz comes in for Collinsville.
At the line for one shot.
Artelheim's free throw no good. But Belleville East get another rebound. Three-pointer from Young, no good. Rebounded by Bartelheim again. And she has 9 points already here in his first quarter of action, 15-4. As Belleville East pressure is giving Collinsville a lot of trouble here early on. See Madison Hunter come in for the Lancers. She'll take the place of Smith. Pass into Call. She'll get it to Van Dyke. And deflected away. Stacy comes up with it for the Lancers. And the shot up from Young, no good. Rebounded by Van Dyke. She'll get it to Call. To Van Dyke, Carly to Carly. And the Cahoks will set up their offense. All knocked out of bounds by Gray. As we will see Audrey Kane come in for the Lancers. As Lily Carlisle and Talisha Gilmore come in for Collinsville. We apologize for the camera. Pass in to Gilmore. Shalisa's shot up is good. First points for Collinsville in a while. 15-6. Gray with it for the Lancers.
I'll say this, excuse me. Belleville East is giving Collinsville a little bit of a, I wouldn't necessarily run for their money. I know it's early, giving them a hard time, just like you said, Zach.
Three-pointer up from Gray, no good. Gilmore able to corral the rebound, and she throws it through the legs of Carlisle. Another turnover for Collinsville. 2:29 here to go in the first quarter. And it will be Vanessa Stacy to trigger the inbound for Belleville East. Stacy will get it to Gray. And applying some pressure there is Muniz. And Gray steps into the middle. Her floater a little too strong. And we're going to get a foul there on Mode, looks like.
Diamond Walker was giving Gray a little bit of trouble there. That was a little. I love seeing that a little bit sometimes. Sometimes good competition is good for the game as well.
Yeah. That foul does put the Lancers in the bonus, so we'll see Bartelheim shoot some more free throws. And that one is no good, short. Shot up from Bartelheim, no good. Gilmore with the rebound, and she'll get it to Walker. Walker will push it up to Carlisle. Her shot up over the rim, no good. And here comes Gray with the rebound for Belleville East. Try to get it up there to Bartelheim. And Muniz will come up with the basketball after the scramble, and she'll get it to Carlisle. Belleville East will back off the pressure as we're just under 2 minutes to go here in our first quarter of action. Pass there stolen away by Bartelheim. Trying to feed it into Gilmore.
Muniz is very good defensively.
And a shot up there good by Gray. She gets herself into the scoring ledger for the Lancers. Carlisle with it over to Mode. Back to Carlisle. Over now to Walker. Her three-pointer in and out, no good. Rebounded there by Hunter, and she'll bring it up for Belleville East. Getting it now to Stacy. Stacy over to Hunter, now over to Gray. She'll take a big three-pointer and gets it to fall. Haley Gray up to 5, lead up to 14 for the Lancers. 20-6 as we're under a minute to go here in our first quarter of action.
One thing I wish that we could have solved more from was definitely Diamond Walker. She is such a good athlete as well.
Shot up is good from Gray, and she's got 7 in a hurry. There's another turnover there from Collinsville. Carlisle bring it up pretty slowly here. Working it over now. And now back to Carlisle, now to Walker. She'll back her way in. And a double dribble called. That'll be another turnover. As Andrea Hall and Ramaya Young come back in for Belleville East. As Carly Van Dyke and Carly Call come back in for Collinsville. 24 seconds to go here, 22-6 in favor of Belleville East. Haley Gray will bring it up and pass it over to Stacy. Her three-pointer is blocked, and the ball is knocked out of bounds, I'll say, by Hall. And Collinsville will have another opportunity to cut into this deficit here.
Like I said prior, again, about Diamond Walker, I mean, she is literally a diamond. She is out there doing what she's got to do. I love seeing it. She's, like I said, just so good.
Yeah. Not the best play there. She turns it over. Another layup for Gray. And that will end the first quarter of play here at 24-6. Some work to do for the Kahawks if they want to get back into this one. We'll go ahead and take a break here. Be back in just a bit on the Kahawk Broadcast Club Network.
Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahawk alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855.
We welcome you back. It'll be Kahawks ball to start the second quarter. Mode will inbound to Carlisle. Carlisle will pass it over to Call. And now back to Carlisle. Getting it now over to Carlisle once again, and her three-pointer no good. Knocked around there, out of bounds, and it will stay, or actually it will be Belleville East basketball. Ramaya Young to trigger the inbound. She will do so to Gray and up to Hunter, who wasn't paying attention, so it'll go out of bounds. Turnover for Belleville East. Pass from Mode to Carlisle, back to Mode, and over the top now to Gilmore. She'll work it over to Walker. She'll drive the lane. Her running shot up and good. Diamond Walker on the board for the Kahawks as they cut the deficit down to 24-8. Haley Gray will bring it up for the Lancers. And we'll hand it off now to Stacy. Stacy over now to Gray. And we're working inside to Young, and they're going to get Walker with her second foul. As Taylor Smith comes back in for the Lancers, she'll take the place of her fellow senior Madison Hunter. Pass into Gray. Her shot is good. As Haley Gray, after a little bit of a slow start, is up to 11 points. Ball knocked away out of bounds. Will stay with Collinsville.
Another exciting player on Collinsville's team is Carly Call. She's also very, very good, very fast, and just, you know, what you want in a girls basketball athlete.
Call with the ball now over to Walker, back to Call, and they're going to get Gilmore with a foul as kind of runs into the Belleville East player. That's her third foul, so she will have to take a seat as Carly Van Dyke comes back in to replace her. Gray with it. Handing it off now to Smith. Smith over to Stacy, and she will be called for a travel. Pass into Carlisle. And up over now to Van Dyke. Pass over now to Call, over to Walker. Her 19-footer over the rim, no good. And Stacy will track it down for Belleville East. Brought up now by Hunter and stolen away by Walker. Nice play there from Diamond. She'll slow things up as the Kahawks will work it over to Carlisle. Back to Walker. Over now to Van Dyke and back to Walker again. Over to Call. And now to Van Dyke corner. Kahawks being patient on offense as Gray clamps onto it for a held ball. Possession arrow favor of Belleville East.
A couple of
Defensive pressure from Belleville East continuing to give Collinsville some problems. I don't think Collinsville have really seen a team that can provide that much intensity on the defensive end.
a couple of plays ago, I feel like we saw a little bit of really good chemistry between the players in Collinsville.
Shot up from Stacy, no good. Rebound falls right to her. Another shot up, no good. And we're going to have a foul on one of the Belleville East players. And they will give that one to Vanessa Stacy. Madison Hunter back in for the Lancers. Carlisle bringing it up for Collinsville. Guarded closely there by Gray. And they will get Gray with a foul. Didn't see a whole lot of contact there, to be honest, but referee's closer than I am.
Carlisle was doing really good under pressure from Gray. That was a very good little conflict between them two.
Yeah. Pass a little too high for Walker, but Call able to track it down. Work it now over to Carlisle. And she'll cross-court pass over to Mode. Cut off there, back now to Carlisle. And she'll hand it off to Walker. Walker will drive the lane, shot up no good, but she is fouled. See who they give it to. And they will give her to Smith, her second. And we'll see Walker shoot some free throws. First one no good. As Kendall Butler comes back in for Belleville East, she'll take the place of Hall. Next one from Walker, also no good. Rebounded there by Young. Shot up from Hunter, no good. Rebounded from Smith, rebounded by Hunter, excuse me. Over to Young now. Shot up from Butler, no good, and we'll have a foul on Smith. And that is her third. And Coach Moore will take a 60-second timeout. We'll take one right along with him. Back here in just a minute on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is one of the area's longest-running VFW posts. VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is your place to meet and join other area veterans. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville offers all kinds of activities to help our veterans, as well as engaging the public with fun, food, fellowship, and a great time for great causes. Blood drives, fundraisers, raffles, and a Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday night. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville has event space for your parties, celebrations, and other get-togethers. For more information, check out the VFW Post 1117's Facebook page or call the Caseyville VFW at 618-344-9878.
Welcome you back. 4:24 left to go here in our second quarter of action. 26-8 in favor of Belleville East as they raced out to a 24-6 lead after one. Been pretty low scoring, but even second quarter for both teams. JV game was a pretty comfortable victory for the Lancers as they won by a score of 60-17. Cahoks with the ball after the timeout and worked up to Walker. He's guarded by Stacy. She spins, cut off there, and we're working now to Carlisle. She'll drive the lane, shot up, no good, and collected there by Butler, who will get it to Hunter. Hunter now will give it to Gray. And they'll get Carlisle with a foul there. That will be Lily's second.
Her second personal foul. 13 foul.
Baseline out of bounds, triggered there by Young. And over there to Butler now. Butler will get it to Young. Young will drive the lane, kick it out to Stacy. Her three-pointer no good. And the rebound collected there by Call. And it looks like the foul will be on Butler, and that's her third.
That looked like some pretty heavy pressure that Belleville East was applying to Call. Sorry.
Yep. And they will be shooting some free throws, as that is the fifth foul of the quarter for Belleville East.
Lancers foul number 25, Kayla Butler. Her third personal foul, 15 foul. Carly Call at the line for 2 shots.
And Carly Call will look to get into the scoring ledger. And she misses the first one. As Danae Bartelheim comes back in for Belleville East. Next shot from Call, also no good. Rebounded by Young. Quickly worked inside to Hunter, back out to Gray. As pass in there to Bartelheim. And we'll have a jump ball. Nice defense there from Walker. The Collinsville all on the possession arrow.
As we're getting more into the game, we are seeing a little bit more of, a little bit more aggression. You got to do what you got to do.
Right. Pass in there to Call. He'll kind of survey things. And pass up there to Carlisle. Working it over now to Mode. And she travels, says the referee. Another turnover for Collinsville. As we'll see Annie Muniz come back in.
Back in the game for the Kahawks, number 32, Annie Muniz.
She would be defending Haley Gray.
Yep. Gray over to Stacy. Working it around now. Baseline drive by Hunter, stolen away there by Van Dyke, who tried to get it back to Call, but threw it out of bounds.
That was a good hustle by Van Dyke. She had the right idea.
Yeah, right idea. Just
couldn't execute.
yeah, didn't quite execute it in this particular instance.
That's all right.
Young will pass it out to Hunter. Hunter now to Gray. And Gray, pull-up jumper, good.
2 points, Haley Gray.
Haley Gray up to 13 points, lead back out to 20. The outlet pass unable to be contained by Muniz as Carlisle quickly comes back in. She'll take the place of Mode. Pass into Gray. Now to Young. And her elbow jumper no good. Scramble for the ball. Walker comes up with it. And she'll go ahead and bring it down and be called for a travel. Coach Moore doesn't look very happy down there, but his team down 20. I guess that it would be expected. Here is Gray over to Stacy. Stacy now to Young. And now to Gray. Her 19-footer no good. Scramble for it, rebounded by Hunter. Kick out to Stacy. Her three-pointer no good. And the rebound by Young is put up and in. Maya Young with her second basket of the game. And the lead is out to 30-8. Pass up to Call now. And stolen away by Gray. Gray over to Stacy. Looking it inside to Young. And she'll launch a three-pointer. That one's no good. Rebounded by Van Dyke. And she'll bring it up. Pass now to Carlisle. Over to Walker. And she'll create some space. Shot up no good. Rebounded by Muniz. Her shot up no good. And scramble for the ball. Another held ball. Possession in favor of Belleville East this time as Andrea Hall comes back in.
Diamond Walker said, "That's my ball."
Yeah. Tried to make a good effort for it as Belleville East will take a timeout. 30-second timeout. Be back here in just a bit on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks!
We're back. Belleville East bringing the ball up in the form of Gray. 1:10 to go here in our second quarter of play. 30-8 in favor of Belleville East. Pass over to Stacy. And pass knocked away there by Muniz.
Excuse that sound, yo.
Passed in there to Hunter. Over to Stacy. And Stacy passing it over to Gray. Her three-pointer no good. Rebound falls to Carly Call. Less than a minute to go here. Jayhawks will bring it up. And stolen away there by Gray. Tries the lane. Her shot up no good. And Carlisle tried to make a play for the rebound, but knocked it out of bounds. It will stay with Belleville East. 29.1 left here in our first half of play.
The last play, Muniz was on Haley Gray's tail. She said, "I'm coming for you."
Yeah. Pass out to Gray. Her shot up, no good. Rebounded by Hall. Another shot up and good. And it's Hall. It's her first points. Mode with it and stolen away there by Hunter. Her shot up, no good. And we'll have a foul on Hunter. It's her first.
Belleville East is getting a little bit more aggressive, I've noticed, or I just feel like both teams are. I feel like right now, especially for the Kahawks, since we are down by so many, I feel like the Lanterns are really, trying to push that complete and total win.
Yeah. Be some free throws here for Carly Van Dyke. 10.8 remaining. Shot is up and no good. Kahawks have struggled a bit from the line tonight. See if they can work on improving that, as that one is also no good. Brought down by Hall, handing it to Hunter. And we have a travel with 2.5 left.
Ooh, we see the Belleville East coach coach, sorry, I can't speak a little bit tonight, getting a little bit animated over there.
Yep. Getting a substitute in that she's looking for, and Collinsville will just hold the ball, and we have reached halftime. 32-8 in favor of Belleville East at halftime. We're going to go ahead and take a couple minutes break here. Kahawks with some work to do, some adjustments that they'll have to make. Belleville East will look for more of the same here in the second half. Be back in a few minutes here on the Kahawk Broadcast Club Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahawk Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. Got questions about Medicare? If you're approaching the age of 65, the answer to that question is a resounding yes. Bill Holton is a former Collinsville Raider and Kahawk football player and is now an independent broker with Senior Health Plans, and he can answer all of those tough questions when it comes to Medicare. Which plan, which part, what's covered, and what's not. If you're approaching the age of Medicare and need those questions answered, let Bill Holton get you those answers. Bill Holton with Senior Health Plans. Call him today at 618-978-2306 or email Bill Holton at william.holton@yahoo.com.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting collinsvillefoundation.com.
VFW Post 1170.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
We love to have you come work for the City of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the City of Collinsville.
Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that, as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks! Is it finally time to start doing what you've been talking about doing for years? Start making those plans right now and let Northwestern Mutual help you plan your future. Former Kahawk Joe Philpott can help you get started with that plan today. Joel Philpott, a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual, can help build a plan specifically for you with a wide range of financial options and the flexibility to change that plan as your priorities change. To get started on your future, give Joel Philpott a call today at Northwestern Mutual's Fairview Heights office at 618-606-2022. Spend your life living with Northwestern Mutual. Call Joel Philpott today, 618-606-2022.
All right, we welcome you back. We're at halftime here at Fletcher Gym, and so far it's been a pretty dominating performance by Belleville East as they find themselves up 32-8 at halftime. Scoring breakdown for both teams: Haley Gray with 13 points, Tanea Bartelheim with 9, Ramaya Young with 4, Taylor Smith with 3, Andrea Hall with 2, and Kendall Butler with 1. For Collinsville, Talisha Gilmore with 3, Diamond Walker with 2, and Lily Carlisle with 3. We're going to go, that is your quick halftime breakdown. Like we said before, we went to break, some work to do for Collinsville, but they'll look to get back into the swing of things as we are just a couple minutes away from the second half. But we're going to take one more break before we bring you that second half action here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
All right, we welcome you back into Fletcher Gymnasium. Zach Roseman and Karina Gomez here with you, getting ready for the start of our second half of action here.
How are y'all doing tonight? Hope y'all doing well, and I hope you guys are enjoying this game as much as I am. But
Yeah, some work to do for the Kahawks. Here is Carly Call to bring it up. Pass it over to Muniz, now to Walker. And pass stolen away there by Gray. She'll bring it up and work it inside to Butler. And she has her first 2-point field goal of the day. Working it over now to Walker. And cross-court pass to Van Dyke, and now around to Call. Back to Walker, now to Mode. Her three-pointer is good. First three-pointer for Collinsville tonight. As Collinsville to apply some pressure on Haley Gray. Pass over to Young. She drives her way in. Her shot up no good, but we have a foul called.
I'm happy to see some of those taller players such as Gilmore and Walker, so then they can interrupt a little bit of their games. And then also, just Haley Gray has just been, she's just been on it.
Yes. Really had a good game tonight. Shooting some free throws is Young, but she misses the first one. Foul is on Walker, her third. And missing both is Young. Gilmore with the rebound, and she'll go ahead and bring the ball up. Work it over to Van Dyke. And now to Mode. Looking to work it inside to Gilmore. And Talisha puts it up and in. Talisha up to 5 points now.
I feel like now, especially just seeing Talisha play, she's going to definitely bring the heat up a little bit more on Belleville East. She's going to definitely pressure them a little bit more.
Blocked there by Mode. And all brought up by Van Dyke over to Mode. It's on a head fake. Another three-pointer, no good. And kind of misjudging the angle. Took a weird bounce off the rim there was Call. But seems like a little bit more energy from the Kahawks here at the beginning of the second half. Inbound pass comes into Gray.
Yeah, no, definitely. It looked like Mode got a little bit, maybe she might have got a finger to the eye.
Yeah, maybe. Rebound comes down to Belleville East. Over now to Gray. Pass now to Hall. Her free throw line jumper no good. And scramble for it. Butler comes up with it. Her shot up no good, but we do have a foul called. As the foul is the second on Mode. And we'll see Butler shoot some more free throws. She went 1 of 2 in the first half, and she misses her first one here. Gets that one to fall. Maintains 50%. She's up to 4 points now. And Evelise resuming the pressure as that pass is knocked away by Taylor Smith. I do apologize for the camera feed. There's not too much I can do about it, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, prior to the game starting and whatnot, prior to the JV game even, me and Zach were having a little technical difficulties, but, you know, we get through that, you know, just as Kahawks do. Just like hopefully the Kahawks basketball, girls basketball will get through this game.
Shot up by Gilmore, no good. Yeah, but we're able to get it to work and happy that we're able to provide it for you. As the foul is on Butler, her 4th. And Talisha will shoot some free throws as looks like Carly Van Dyke might have picked up a small injury, so she'll get checked out by Amanda Bauer as Bartelheim comes in, and Talisha will shoot some more free throws. And Talisha misses the first one. Next shot up from Gilmore is good. Lead back to 21 points once again. Gray will bring it up. And work it around now to Young. Her free throw line jumper blocked by Walker. But Young able to recover it, and she'll reset over now to Gray. The three-pointer is good.
Okay, 3 points. Amy Gray.
And pass there, deflected, but nice job there by Smith, able to keep it in. Go ahead and bring it up and work it over now to Gray. Gray inside now to Hall. Her shot up, no good. And held ball, possession arrow in favor of Belleville East. As Addie Muniz comes back in for Collinsville. She'll take the place of Carson Moe.
I love how we're seeing a little bit more pressure on Belleville East from the Kahawks, because I feel like we're going to need it, especially if we're, you know, wanting to get up our points up there. From the defense was by Gilmore and Diamond Walker.
Pass up there and stolen away by Collinsville. Walker with it and try to get it to Carlisle, but it's stolen away by Gray. And Talisha able to come up with a steal there. She'll drive her way in. Shot up, no good, but she got fouled by Gray. Belleville East fans not very happy about that call. It's Gray's second.
That was a very good play by Talisha Gilmore. She was hustling and bustling over there.
To drive the lane, draw the foul, and she'll be shooting some more free throws. Gets that first one to fall. Talisha up to 7 points now. Looking to make it 8. And she will not. Rebounded there by Belleville East. Pass up to Gray. And inside now to Young, and her shot is up and good. Young up to 6 points. And Coach Moore will take a timeout. 60-second variety. We'll be back in that amount of time here on the Kahawk Broadcast Club Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420.
Welcome you back. 40-15 here as we are about halfway through third quarter of play here at Fletcher Gym. The Kahok ball after the timeout taken by Coach Moore. Mode will inbound. And the ball is deflected out of bounds there by Ramaya Young. Next action for Belleville East will be Monday as they travel across the river to take on perennial St. Louis Power Cardinal Ritter. Collinsville's next action will be next Tuesday as they travel on the road to take on Belleville West. Shot up by Walker, no good. Scramble for it and knocked out of bounds off of call, and it will stay with, or will go to, excuse me, Belleville East. Gray will bring it up.
I feel like throughout the game, and I mean, just from the last play we saw, I mean, Belleville East is applying a heck ton of, pressure.
A lot of pressure, and it's certainly given Collinsville their issues. Last basket there by Young, as Vanessa Stacy comes back in. As we will see April Ramirez come in for Collinsville. Pass it into Carlisle. Now over to Walker. Her drive's cut off there, and that ball is deflected once again by Bartelheim, and it will be Ramirez to trigger the inbound.
April Ramirez is currently on the JV team, but it's always so fun to see her on the varsity team because, she also, as well, is just such a good player.
And definitely some potential for her, just a sophomore, as another young player, Gray, gets another basket and scramble for it. Collinsville able to roll it out, and Muna is able to come up with it. And she'll work it over to Ramirez, and she's trying to direct Walker, and she'll just throw it back out to Carlisle. 3 minutes to go here in our third quarter play. Carlisle will get it to Call as she is fouled by Young. That'll be her first. Third team foul. Ramirez will inbound. She'll do so to Carlisle. Thought about the three-pointer, decided not to. And she'll set it back up here. Handing it off now to Muniz. And Muniz driving the lane. Over to Walker. Her three-pointer no good. And rebound off of Hall will stay with Collinsville as Audrey King comes back in for Belleville East. As the ball deflected out of play by King, as we'll see Belleville East bring in Madison Hunter. She'll take the place of Young.
Audrey King is as well. Again, kind of like April, she's on the JV team. It's always really nice to see her. We don't really see her play a lot on the varsity team, but
yeah, hasn't gotten a ton of action, but with a larger deficit, it's see both teams kind of bringing in some players that normally wouldn't get quite as much varsity time. Muniz with it And nice pass there to Call. Her shot up no good. Walker with the rebound. Count the basket as Diamond picks up her second basket. We'll see who they give the foul to. And it will go to Hunter. That's her second. And we'll see Walker look to convert the and one. And she does. Walker up to 5 points. Collinsville up to 18 as a team. Gray drives the lane, kick it out into the corner, three-pointer short. And Gray with the rebound, able to save it out to Hunter. And back to Gray. Inside now to Hall. And back to Gray, another three-pointer in and out, no good, rebounded by Muniz. And she'll leave it back for Carlisle. Carlisle will bring it in. Over now to Muniz. Her three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Hall. And getting it now to Gray. And up to Stacy. Shot up blocked by Walker, but looks like there was a little bit of contact after the block. And so Walker will pick up her fourth foul.
We're seeing a lot of Carlisle. I mean, she is working her bum out there. She is going up and down, left to right. She is doing what she's got to do.
Yeah, making definitely showing some effort, which, you know, with it being a larger deficit, sometimes can go away as Stacy gets on the board. Shot up and good there from Stacy as Gilmore and Mode come back in for Collinsville.
This is a little bit of a different game for Stacy because from the past games I've seen, she's usually on the scoreboard pretty fast.
Yeah, she scored pretty, played a decent amount in the JV game and had a very good performance. I think she had 26 points or something in that neighborhood, so hasn't been scoring quite as much here at the varsity level, but definitely showed it in the JV game. Pass inside from Mode to Gilmore as we'll have a foul called. This one will be the first on Andrea Hall. And Talisha Gilmore will shoot some free throws as that puts Collinsville in the bonus. As Talisha does get that first one to fall. As Carly Van Dyke comes back in for the Kahawks.
Happy to see that she is feeling a little bit better and up to play.
After a small injury, but nice to see her back out there. As Gilmore, second free throw, no good. Belleville at least able to come up with it. Here is Gray. Gray over now to Stacy. Over now to Hunter. Back inside to Hunter. Out now to Gray. Her three-pointer no good. Rebounded by Gilmore, and she'll bring it up. Able to maintain possession, and she'll give it up now to Carlisle. Carlisle over to Mode. Mode's three-pointer no good, but she was fouled, looks like.
Happy to see her over there.
Which did not see much contact there, but Carson will shoot some free throws. First one from Carson is good. Second one is also good.
Happy to see her over there on the three-pointer line. You know, that's her place. That is her spot.
Yeah, she's Carson's been one of the better shooters for the Kahawks so far this year. And she makes 2 out of 3 as a scramble forward, held ball. Nice hustle there from Gilmore as Kahawks will get another possession here. down 25 with 26.4 seconds left here. Pass comes out to Talisha, guarded by Gray and stolen by Gray. Nice hustle there. Young comes up with it, and she'll give it to Hall as Coach Kemagis will take a timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here for this one.
Very good defensively by Gilmore. I mean, she was out there. She said, this is, like, you know, multiple times, this is my ball.
Yeah, really making an effort for it. Well, at least we're able to get a hold of it that time, but the intensity is what you're looking for.
This is a good Moana song.
Solid DJing choice from PA announcer Chad Burgess. Collinsville, Coach Moore said everything he needs to say.
Getting that off of his chest.
As Evelise taking a bit more time, but ready to go here now. 17.5 seconds to go here in our third quarter of action here at Fletcher Gym.
This is an intriguing remix of the Moana song.
Yeah, some interesting retools of some relatively popular songs. Here is Gray, now to Stacy, back to Gray. Into the middle now for Young, out to the corner for Hunter. He drives baseline, that's cut off. Stolen away by Carlisle, and that will be the end of the quarter.
She was getting that formation set up for the K-Hawks.
So we're going to go ahead and take a break. Be back for the fourth quarter of action here in just a bit on the K-Hawk Broadcast Club Network.
The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at collinsvilledailynews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of K-Hawk sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at collinsvilledailynews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News.
We are ready to go now here for fourth quarter of action. Inbound comes in to Gray. Gray now over to Stacy. And Stacy now back to Young. Her shot up no good. Rebounded by Walker. And she'll bring it down the court pretty fast. Her shot up no good. Collected there by Smith. And that's deflected by Butler.
Nice hustle by Carly Call.
But better hustle from Gray. Able to track it down, and she winds up hitting a three. Give her 21 points on the night.
She has been, Miss Gray, she has just been working it.
Definitely. Mode with it, working it inside now to Gilmore, now to Walker. Shot up from Diamond, no good. Gilmore gets the rebound, shot up, no good. Rebounded there by Hall. And she'll get it now to Hunter. Or Smith, excuse me. Now to Gray.
We see Lily Carlisle trying to defend Miss Gray.
As we have a travel there by Hall. Turnover back to Collinsville. 6:45 to go. Have some, my next broadcast will be boys basketball next Tuesday. The boys take on Belleville West. Walker with it and tried to get it into Gilmore, but thrown away. Another turnover back to Belleville East. Inbound pass comes to Gray. And now to Stacy. Back now to Gray. And Gray now to Smith. She splits the defense. Shot up from her, no good. Rebounded by Gilmore. She'll get it now to Carlisle. Over now to Call. To Mode. Back to Call. Her three-pointer, no good. And Gilmore comes up with the rebound, but loses it. Stacy comes up with it. Gets it to Young. And the shot up from Young, no good. Rebounded by Gray. She'll bring it back out. Pass into Hall. Her shot, no good. And all fought for. Smith has it. Throws it back to Hall. Back to Gray. Extras maintaining possession. And let's go ahead and set it back up here.
We've seen Talisha Gilmore on the ground. She's doing the nitty-gritty work.
Definitely. Working it around now, and now inside to Hall. And she is knocked down there by Walker, and if that foul is on Diamond, that is her 5th.
That was a pretty hard fall.
Looks like she's okay, though, thankfully. That will be the end for Diamond for today. 5 points for the senior as Addie Muniz and Carly Van Dyke come in. We'll see Hall shoot some free throws. Ramirez will come back in for Collinsville as well. First free throw from Hall, no good.
We haven't really seen a lot from Hall. She's only got, what, 2 points in the last half?
2 points. Had been a quiet showing as she misses the second one, rebounded by Van Dyke for Collinsville.
But she's definitely been there defensively.
Played a decent amount. You can make impact in the game in other ways besides scoring, as the shot from Carlisle, no good. Brought down by Smith. Over now to Stacy. Her arching three-pointer does fall.
One thing about Stacy, she shoots and she scores.
It's that one to fall. Over now to Muniz. Muniz back now to Van Dyke. Van Dyke now to Call. And she does a nice job driving the lane and gets it up and in. Carly Call with her first points of the night. Deficit back down to 29 points now at 52-23.
One thing I noticed that's a little bit differently is in Kahok's last game, we saw a lot of steals, and sadly we're not seeing that as much. But, you know, we're pushing through. We are pushing through, and, you know, we're doing the best we can.
Yeah, definitely we're able to do some more early on, but Belleville East have had a very good showing here, as we'll see Rodina Mohammed, Kendall Butler,
Peyton Griffith as well. She's on the JV team as well.
That's a different number 30.
Different number 30? All right. My bad.
All right. Carlisle with it now for Belleville East. Over now to Muniz. Guarded by Butler. And she'll hand it off now to Carlisle, and out now to Van Dyke.
Belleville East was giving Muniz a little bit, as you can see, a little bit of pressure. Ooh.
And we'll have a foul there on Butler, as kind of ran into Muniz there.
Nice hustle, though.
But unfortunately, that is Butler's 5th foul. We'll see Audrey King come in to replace her. Kendall Butler with 4 points. As we'll see Maddie Everett come in for Collinsville, as well as Skylar Tomachek.
We haven't seen, I'm surprised we haven't seen a lot of Skylar Tomachek.
Yeah, played a decent amount in the JV game, but able to get some varsity time here now. Here is Muniz, her three-pointer, too strong, no good. And the ball hustled as a bit of a hard foul there from Ramirez. Is
The audience
got
gets
Aaliyah Anderson. Just didn't see anything too malicious in that, but it will be Belleville East possession, as looks like Anderson is okay, thankfully.
audience on the Kahok side got woken up a little bit.
Yeah. I see everybody okay. Number 5, this is Sophia Cooper with it for East, as the ball goes out of bounds off of Muhammad. So it'll go back to Collinsville.
Ramirez doing a little bit of damage over there for Belleville East.
Passing it in now to Dariana Morris.
This is the first time we're kind of seeing her, Morris, too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mostly bench players. Pass in there stolen away by Anderson. Up now to King, but out of her reach. So it'll come back now to Collinsville, as we'll see Lily Parlberg come in. Pass to Everett, now back to Morris. So we're at 1:15 to go here. Pass over to Ramirez, stolen away by Anderson. She'll drive the lane, her shot up, no good. Rebounded by Hunter, and her three-pointer from the corner is short. Rebounded off of King, out of bounds.
Both teams really scrambling for that ball.
Under a minute to go here, as Kwanzaa Henderson comes in.
Excited to see her play. We don't really get to see her on varsity a lot, but always happy to see her.
And from everything I've heard, Kwanzaa's a really nice kid, so it's nice to see her get some varsity opportunity here. She has the ball now, and she's fouled there. And that will be on Muhammad.
She's super sweet. She sits at lunch with me. So I love, she's so sweet, she's so kind, and I'm happy to see her play, her sport.
Shot up there from Everett, no good. Rebound, pass up to King. Her shot up is good. And the sophomore gets on the board, and that will go ahead and wrap things up here. Your final score tonight, Belleville East 54, excuse me. Collinsville 23. The Lancers will improve to 4-1. Kahawks will fall to 4-3. Next action for Belleville East will be Monday night when they travel across the river to take on the Cardinal Ritter Lions. Next action for Collinsville will be Tuesday when they travel to Belleville West to take on the Maroons. Todd Duke will be there doing that game. Next broadcast for this channel will be here for the boys game. Probably will be me and Dr. Chris McCluskey. Big thank you to Karina Gomez for helping us out here.
Thank you for having me. I'm just happy to be here, to be honest with you. Thanks so much for, seeing the stream, supporting our Kahawks or our Belleville East team.
We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Final score 54-23. Till next time, everybody stay safe and have a great rest of your evening.